through the weight, darkness fell upon us. We're living in this state. Struggle, poverty, it's the price that we pay. But we rise above it all, we won't be swept away. In the land of enchantment, where the shadows creep, corruption's burning deep, like a secret they keep. But we won't be silenced, our voices won't retreat. We'll fight until the end, till the victory will breathe. Puerto Rico, the island of resilience thrives, overcoming obstacles, it's how we survive. From the hurricanes that hit to the pain we can't hide, we stand tall, unified, side by side.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens and monsters of all ages, welcome to Rican Reactions, specifically Coquito Underground. And what's sad about this is that we're going all the way back. The things that I don't like to talk about, hit that like, subscribe, comment. Luckily, I don't have it anymore. I don't have it anymore. Oh, yay! But let's got some breaking news. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rican versus Tourists. This is going to be a doozy. I will be unbiased. I will try to say the best of my abilities to all ways that we can. I'm not showing my face because the internet's kind of crappy with 3 people watching. Love you guys. Make sure to hit that likes. That helps more people find us. And I will show you the fights, the explanation, and why people are saying Rico go home in San Juan, specifically the last couple of days. So, let's start from the ending to the beginning, shall we? Now, these particular people that are protesting in San Juan had an incident with a couple of tourists. I'm going to show you the fight, and then we're going to go backwards from there and see what we got. All right? Fight. I froze that part because the second someone punches somebody on YouTube, they get copyright strikes. All you see is that one person that you see at the end of the video, she got punched in the face by the guy in the white tee that's walking away right now around the corner. People are recording, but the cops are supposed to be able to do their job, and they are. They are pushing the tourist away from said person that got punched in the face. And right here at the end, you can see the person's face. Eyes, nasty face. Oh, they're not showing it. Now, the woman that got hit by a tourist, and there's more to this story. There's way more to this story that meets the eye. But the tourists that hit the woman, they are a protest group that have been protesting before Jennifer was elected and after Jennifer is elected. They're in the Capitolio almost every day, doing their things. And what I'm going to show you is the manifesto of who they are. Viewer discretion is advised because the pictures of the woman's face is there.
Pueblo fuerte despertar, oye bien, esto tiene que acabar. La corrupción se va a derrumbar, nuestra tierra no puede esperar. Mujeres, hombres en la calle, sin temor, con fuerza, dale. Juntos somos un gran detalle, juntos cambiamos este valle. Levántate, Puerto Rico, el cambio está en el aire. Ya no más políticos, hay que hacer un gran alarde. Gritos se oyen en San Juan, desde el norte hasta Ponce.
Now, that is their manifesto in Spanish. They are against tourists and the GRINGOS, go home moniker. They say that proudly, as if a white guy is telling a black guy the N-word. Proudly, they do that. Now, I'm not going to be biased and say that all tourists are here to do Act 60, Act 22, Act 20. We all know who they are, Logan Paul and the Pauls and a couple of people that live in Dorado. We're not going to get into that. We're going to get into this particular fight. Now, allegedly and supposedly, before this woman got punched in the face, as you saw in the picture, and before said video was coming out, after the fact, this happened. And I want to put out allegedly because I don't know specifically what happened, but apparently and allegedly, this particular person, by which you can see right here, the banner, I actually have the banner right here. I want to give a shout out to them on Twitter. Nuvi_PR, which is NUVI_PR. That's his. I'll just take myself out so you can see it yourself. You want to find him, you can find him. He does OnlyFans and has a site and everything else. He's very sexual, but I'm not going to crap on that person for that. I'm going to crap on the incident that happened in San Juan regarding this person, the woman, and the tourists. Being unbiased in here. Make sure the 6 people watching hit those likes, share, because we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of this thing going on. Now, got to put the banner here for a second. My apologies. There we go. Now, the next fight you're going to see, not really the next video clip, is allegedly and supposedly this particular person, NUVI_PR, did this.
Ahí está la persona que le dio a nuestro compañero. Se está yendo. Basically, un hit and run. Y se lo van a permitir. Se lo van a permitir. Seguimos y resistimos, no nos vamos. Vamos a defender esta democracia, cueste lo que cueste. Aunque los gringos nos maten, aunque los gringos nos ataquen, seguimos. Mírala ahí, mírala ahí, mírala ahí. Volvió.
Shout out to Dreaming in Puerto Rico. I live on a street full of Airbnbs, and all the owners of those properties are Boricuas. Shout out to you. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure to share. Now, the reason I showed that clip is that supposedly in that group of people, one of them, which was a man, hit a tourist who was a woman. Now, to give you context of what happened, this is what I understand and what happens. Okay, those 4 to 5 people in the protest were protesting in front of the Capitolio, right? That's known. I'm gonna show you videos of days before this happened, so there's a context behind this. They are a little aggressive and very pretentious and very bicha, if you want to go about the Puerto Rican route, very, very, very like matter of fact, I know more than you because I am under 25 years old and I think I know the whole universe by under 25 years old. I'm 42 and I barely know the universe, but I'm still learning every day. Now, when a particular group of tourists were passing by on that particular day, they have admitted that they were screaming on their megaphone, "Gringo, go home. Gringo, go." I don't like saying this name, but they were particularly saying it over and over again. "Gringo, go home. Gringo, go home." They were saying it to the tourists. If you go to the Capitolio right now, they will openly and proudly say, "Yeah, I said that." Here's the part that they don't show you in the video. Here's the part that I had to look it up. Eyewitness reports, police reports, and word of mouth from him himself from videos that I picked up. This particular person with the megaphone, let's call him Nuvi. Nuvi with the megaphone was screaming in the person's face, no less than 2 to 3 feet, screaming at them, "Gringo, go home," because they were dressed up particularly not Puerto Rican. And how do I say particularly not Puerto Rican? Most Puerto Ricans wear chancletas. Most Puerto Ricans don't wear booty shorts when going out at nighttime. And if they do, they want to dress up nice. And most Puerto Ricans don't rock Jordans or all these other fucking gold chains going to San Juan. They don't do that because they realize like that's just stupid. But again, I digress. When Nuvi and one of the people from that protest group said "Gringo, go home" to the tourists, And in their face, they got really pissed off. Words were exchanged, but apparently and supposedly, one of the people from the protest groups hits one of the women of the tourist group. They go away. Then the tourist groups find them. They circle around to see what the hell they're going to find out. The woman told the guy, hey, this guy hit me and he's getting away with it. He's screaming, gringo, go home to my face. So they get their crew and they come back. And what you saw in the beginning of the video was that the tourists found particularly the person that hit the woman missed, but hit his friend, which was a woman, got punched right in the face, bloody. Now, after the fact, the video that you saw right there, the woman's like, he hit a girl. He didn't want to admit in that own video by eyewitness reports, one of them hit a girl. One of them screamed the megaphone. They came back and retaliated. The narrative that America right now, not even America, that Puerto Rico is putting out is that, the comments agreed, a bunch of younger tourists in the metro areas run around and behave absolutely trashy. Now, speaking of trashy, and thank you for passing by, Dreaming in Puerto Rico. I think you're new here, and shout out to you. We're going to show particular things that they've done. Now, this was days before. There's evidence that these people are kind of trashy in their agenda. If you're trying to protest, fine. Do what you got to do. Do it the right way. By being derogative and being prejudiced, and by saying gringo go home, you are doing the same racial things that they do to us, but then you try to cover it up in protest. A few days ago, a tourist went up to them and said, hey, can you bring down the megaphone, please? It's very loud. I am a tourist, but I don't like it to be called gringo. Your discretion is advised.
So, mi gente, actualización, el gringo me metió en la cara. Ustedes vieron el live ahorita, hace más de 2 horas hubo un live donde el gringo nos estaba jodiendo.
To give you context, this is after that tourist came up and smacked him. Now, I'm going to show you the whole video from its entirety. It's 10 minutes long, but I'm going to show you the first 2 minutes to give you an understanding of why this guy is saying that he got hit in the face. If you act like a trash, you're going to get thrown like trash. Your discretion is advised.
Pa' afuera, pa' afuera, pa' afuera, los turistas. 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 Pa' afuera, pa' afuera.
I'll try to get the other video, but I couldn't. That guy in white. That's the same megaphone that hit that woman. Same megaphone. Same megaphone that was screaming the tourists. It's their right to do that, mind you.
Los turistas no descansan. El pueblo sufre. Los turistas no descansan.
One of the protesters, the guy in white, came up to them and said, hey, why are you doing this? Why are you screaming that? You're trashy. He came up and smacked him.
Gringo, go home.
But then in the first 10 minutes,
gringo, go home. Gringo, go home.
He's not even pointing at the protest. He's not even pointing at that guy just saying gringo, go home. So if you want to have a protest, help him Puerto Rico.
Muerte al fascismo. Muerte al corrupto.
Behind you on top of your shoulders is not a right way. I'm let this ride. He's talking to people and say, hey, this guy is talking shit about me. This guy did this. And the people behind them are cheering. You are provoking a person by being prejudiced. You are. You know you are. And then you get mad when someone retaliates. And this guy's talking to him like, oh, what the fuck? Why did you get hit? Why am I getting in trouble? And then look. This is our strategy. I'm 32. And if I scream at somebody being a dick, I'm gonna get screamed at. I know he's here. Because he came up to me like, hey, what's going on? Let's keep watching this. But if you people watching, I love you. Thank you. Hit that like. Share. This is gonna be a thing that's gonna happen.
Gringo, go home. Gringo, go home. Gringo, go home.
He does not represent Puerto Rico anymore. You want to protest about equality and corruption?
La resistencia.
As a person.
Gringo, go home. Gringo, gringo,
Saying that.
gringo, go home.
Not saying, hey, let's talk about education, let's talk about corruption, let's talk about these things. Nope. Just gringo, go home. Over and over again, because the lack of intelligence makes you repeat things over and over again. I love protests. I was there in 2019 and I wanted to say, yo, this is not a protest. These are kids who have nothing better to do and don't have any bills to pay.
Yo no sé para qué Whitney era la bojajada si no nos dejan contar los malditos votos y tienen las cajas cerradas en el fucking piso de abajo.
Exacto. Exacta.
It took them 3 minutes to get to that statement. 3 minutes of gringo go home and then now the statement. Now.
Literalmente.
No one's gonna put that.
Nobody
Stop using that word without understanding it.
Lomas no se va, se queda, pero como otro nombre, porque así de pendejo lo quiere.
Let's just cut that right there. And it goes on for a while and a while and a while. Now let's see this clip real quick.
Because they don't want to count all the votes that have been robbed.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right, main event. Before the main event. This was the clip that started it all. What you saw and that 3 minutes that you saw right now was the after effect of him going to the cops and saying, hey, he hit me. What can I do? This is the video of what provoked him to hit him.
Because they don't want to count all the votes that have been robbed.
That's
still
bullshit.
vote.
That's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
That's why we're protesting.
Listen,
Italy
and
is
right,
the oldest colony in the world.
right? Don't you? This, I got such a history lesson
We don't have to hear you.
from being here.
Gringo, gringo.
Gringo, 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 y gringo, y muerte al fascista, y muerte al turista, y muerte al fascista, y muerte al turista.
As you saw that, right? First minute, he's like, I didn't know about these things. I want to talk to you about these things, and they just being prejudiced against him. He genuinely came up to me and said, hey, I want to know about these things. I want to talk about these things. And this guy's megaphoning him in the face.
Let's not hate anybody.
Look at this. Keep watching.
No, we're not hating. We're just protesting. We're just protesting and explaining to you that they're mad because you have privilege that we don't have here because of the law.
The government.
You don't pay taxes here, and we do, and that's what we're fighting for here, dude. So if you don't know about, and if you don't, and if you literally.
No, you don't not pay taxes. The gringos not pay taxes.
You just need to keep sourcing, keep running away, and let us protest. We don't get why we want here, dancing and being really disrespectful. Let us protest, and you live your
Who's being
great
disrespectful?
life.
You literally danced right there.
Who's being disrespectful?
You.
You dancing.
No, why are you guys using
disrespecting
literally
our
so much?
protest, interrupting. Literally, so
You
please,
disrespected him?
leave.
Hey. Wait.
And he
Don't
grabbed
touch.
and he grabbed the
Don't
megaphone.
touch.
Didn't
Don't
hit
touch.
him. He grabbed the megaphone. And look how all
Yeah,
his
you
friends
did.
are not
You
defending
brought
him.
up a megaphone and yelled at me while I asked you what you were doing.
But I'm not touching you. Why you trying to touch me?
I didn't.
Yeah, I
try to
did yell
touch
at you. I did yell at you, but I'm not trying to touch you or anything. We're just asking you please to leave and let us protest.
Why would I leave?
Yeah.
This
I
is
only
a
asked
space-
you. But why would you think I'm not on your side? I'm
I'm not
asking
saying
you
if you're not on my side or not on my side. We're
Don't
just
you want me
saying
to
what
be on your side?
the reality
Wouldn't I
of
want
life.
Go get informed. Don't
There's no
ask.
reality.
Exactly. Go get informed. Go get informed and leave us alone. Why you trying to touch me? Why you trying to touch me? You have privilege here that we Puerto Ricans don't have because of the law 22.
Just the guy coming
Get
in visiting.
informed
That's
and
it.
leave us the fuck alone. Gringo,
This is-
gringo, go home.
I'm sorry, I'm showing. I told you to watch it. Holy crap. Yeah, this is the guy that supposedly said that the tour is his. Days before, days before he provoked a tourist. Evidence right here. Go back 3 minutes. I'm showing this whole thing to show you that he's not as innocent as it seems. And this is a blind reaction, ladies and gentlemen. I have not seen these videos. I have picked them up by my source, and he told me to watch it. And then see how he's getting closer to the guy. He walked away, and the protesters are getting closer to him. Why? Why?
Pa'l carajo la ley 22, sí. Gringo, gringo, go. Pa'l carajo
Don't stop the cars. Don't stop the cars. You got this right. That's why.
Gringo, go. Pa'l carajo la ley 22. Gringo, go. Pa'l carajo la ley 22.
Si somos el futuro de América Latina. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Can you hear me now? I'm pretty sure I can. Si somos el futuro de América Latina. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué nos asesinan? Si somos el futuro de América Latina. De América Latina. Somos el futuro. Okay. Yeah. This guy's just, oh my God, it's giving me headaches. Sorry about that. I apologize for that. The screaming was just, thank you. Okay. As you can see, days before said attack happened, days before, he already provoked a tourist when the tourist was legitimately asking, what is going on? What are you guys protesting? I'm not Act 22. I'm not Act 60. I'm just a guy coming to the most beautiful island in the world to visit. And as you saw in the video, he's talking and they're putting the microphone right to his face, calling him a gringo, go home. You're stealing our land, everything else. And then he's like, he takes money out of his pocket and says, look, if you guys need money here, I'll give you money. And he's not 60. He's just like, hey, if you guys are hungry, here's some money. If you think I'm taking money from you, here, take money from me. And he had money in his hand the whole fucking time. What is wrong with these protesters now, these young kids that are just jumping from one narrative to another, but being disrespectful fucks? Hello, Mr. Los Santos. Yes, Mr. Alex. Shout out to you. Now, let's get to the video where he says that he got provoked and got hit in the face. When we know, he said in the video that we just saw right now, he touched the megaphone and nothing else. Now, I think I have it right here. Here it is.
So, mi gente, actualización, el gringo me metió en la cara. Ustedes vieron el live ahorita, hace más de 2 horas hubo un live donde el gringo nos estaba jodiendo. Y ahora me partió la cara, mi gente.
You didn't touch your face. Your face is perfectly clear and milky.
Me partió la cara, mi gente. Mira, ahí.
Lies.
Me cogió el megáfono y me lo tiró para encima.
Yeah, the megaphone hit you because he grabbed the megaphone.
Seguimos aquí en resistencia.
Aquí estamos pacíficamente. Can you find me that video and put it on your channel? Reacciona. I was trying to find that one, but I can't.
Ellos nos están diciendo, los guardias, que sabemos la condición que estábamos y que nosotros le provocamos cuando él es el que se nos acercó y nos atacó. Ha atacado a más de 3 compañeros verbalmente y seguimos aquí en pie de lucha y ya me partió la cara, pero seguimos, resistimos. So, compartan la cara de ese mamabicho. Y seguimos.
I love how our narrative is being changed.
Yo me querello. Seguimos, nos vemos.
Okay. Now, what he was saying is that, oh, this guy hit me in the face. You can see the scar right here. The megaphone hit my face. The context he's not saying is that, oh, by the way, I put the megaphone to his face, screamed a prejudiced name to him, called him gringo, go home, and he was being really respectful, never insulted, never attacked any of my protesting friends. And then he grabbed the megaphone backlashed on my face. Why did he grab the microphone? Because you were screaming in his face. I don't like Rican versus tourists because the narrative of Rican versus tourists is freaking ridiculous. Got another comment. Many locals have absolutely no idea what the old happened if every U.S. company, every U.S. store would leave the island. I wouldn't say that. I'm not going on the fact of like, if America leaves, we lose everything. Newsflash. We have coffee. We have vegetables. We have dispensaries. We have tourism. We can legalize prostitution. We have a whole many different things and whole many different places to go. Because again, America can stop giving us produce and everything else. Newsflash. Once they stop doing that, legally, we can go to South Korea. We can go to China. We can go to Japan. We can go to Africa. We can go to South Africa. We can go to Venezuela, Peru, Buenos Aires, Mexico, and say, hey, give us all your products because now there is no more Jones Act. Now we can buy things from you and do it the right way and do it in a price that it's not overpriced here in Puerto Rico. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Jones Act does not permit us to buy things on the spot. It has to be sent to U.S. first and then resent here with taxes. So again, we as Puerto Ricans can survive, but we need a better government and clean house before we even do that. Not going to crap on America. Not going to crap on us either. Now, what would happen? Sorry. Never say sorry, dreaming in Puerto Rico. Never. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Many job opportunities were gone. So there's no job opportunities right now. Did you know, dreaming in Puerto Rico, that the unemployment rate now, right now in Puerto Rico is 46%. I say again, the unemployment rate here in Puerto Rico is 46%. That's almost half the island not working. And that was not socialism or communism. That was Republican, Democrat. Republican, Democrat. For 60 years. Now, continuing on. These dudes are out there every night making noise, not letting the people in the area sleep. Que le peguen la manguera al balcón. This is absolutely unacceptable. Can't hear you over the audio of the video. I just finished all the audio of the video. And I'm just saying there, as I said before, this person was trying to say, oh, I'm going to put out a statement. I'm going to go to the cops and say that he hit me in the face. But again, the megaphone hit him because he was screaming at him. Now, we got one more video going up right now. This is, let's see if I got this right here. I think this is right here. Let's see real quick. That was something else. Now, that's basically all the videos. And I'm going to show you the fight again so you can see that. I had to freeze that because the violence comes out on YouTube. I get struck. The whole video will be on my Instagram right after this match. Right after this Instagram. That's why people don't take this. Yeah. And again, with a manifesto like this, you don't take them seriously.
Pueblo fuerte despertar, oye bien, esto tiene que acabar. La corrupción se va a derrumbar, nuestra tierra no puede esperar. Mujeres, hombres en la calle, sin temor, con fuerza, dale. Juntos somos un gran detalle, juntos cambiamos este valle. Levántate, Puerto Rico, el cambio está en el aire. Ya no más políticos, hay que hacer un gran alarde.
And it's crazy that if you translate that in English, it says "Gringos Go Home" is not a personal attack. It's a come up against resistance. If it's not a personal attack, why did you personally put the microphone to that guy's face and say "Gringo Go Home"? And shout out to Australiano Puerto Rico, where there's another video stating that the tourist group that punched the lady were passing by, which this is what I heard as well from police reports and eyewitness reports, that a tourist group was passing by, they were enjoying the music, then guy in megaphone and the girl in megaphone came up and screamed, "Gringo, go home, gringo, go home, you're the reason we have no money, you're the reason all these things," which provoked them, which then they came back around and punched the woman in the face. By accident, but at the same time, she was provoking them. I don't really respect people that provoke things. Si tú provocas, espera el puño, cabrón. Espera. Si yo voy para San Juan y hablo mierda a los turistas, me tiene el derecho a bajarme un par de patas. Me tiene el derecho. Translation. Here we go. Deaf to the tourist, bruh. Thank you. The guy wants to learn it. Exactly. He legitimately wanted to learn. Like, yeah, I didn't know about this. Not a lot of American knows about Act 20, Act 60, Act 22. All the rich tourists that are trying to get away tax evasion-wise, yeah, they know about that shit. Logan Paul, the other Paul brother, and the one guy who bought the W Hotel in Vieques. And at the same time, he's stealing things. He gave $2 million to Miss Universe 2 years ago because the Puerto Rican government didn't even have enough money to promote Miss Universe. And this piece of shit who bought the W Motel in Vieques funded it. And why do that? Because he got the W Motel for 10%. Not the full price, for 10%. So this is what's happening. Deaf to the church. I will say this. When I heard this Rican versus tourist thing, I told myself, I'm going to make sure I got all the data. I'm going to make sure I have everything set away. And by seeing this blind reaction like you guys can go back and rewatch the videos, I see that these protesters were the aggressors and the tourists were defending their others because they were being aggressively, verbally attacked by protesters that don't know better except for going over there. I'll say once again, that don't have to do a job, that have mommy and daddy to pay for them, so they can go every single night to do that. People like me that live in this fucking island that have to go to work every single day did go to protest when Xristo got kicked out. And it's true. There are some ballots that got lost. There are people that got paid $20 to $100 per vote by certain governors. That is true here. Certain mayors as well. That is a true thing. But protesting about the corruption in Puerto Rico, great. Keep doing that. Every single day to the day it stops being corrupt. Attacking every single tourist and thinking that everybody in San Juan is Act 22, you're fucking mental. You are destroying the visual of what we have about protests in Puerto Rico. So by the time we actually do a protest, all we're going to do is refer to you and being the guy that got punched in the face because you provoked tourists to punch you in the face. Shout out to newbie_Puerto Rico. Check him out on YouTube. Check him out on Twitter. Everything else. We got another one before I get out of here. Le hubiera dado más a estos zurdos y mira. Max, you know what? No. Before I go, I was going to leave. Let me ask you something, Natin Santiago. Do you know for a fact, and I'm not going to attack Reacción a Puerto Rico, son buena gente, super buena gente. Pero tú, Natin Santiago, do you know for a fact that these people were lefts? Do you know? Or, like these people that are protesting, a lack of education and intelligence makes them think one way, so they label it that way. Are you doing that? Are you really trying to do that? Are you really trying to put a narrative, the left's socialism and cronyism? 46% of Puerto Rico is unemployed, and that's because of PNP y PPD. No fue las izquierdas, no fue los zurdos, fue nuestra fucking gente que tenemos un 46% de desempleo. Pero a Dalmalta no le gusta la. See what I mean? See? I'm guessing too, and I'm not hating on person, but I'm guessing tú votaste for Jennifer. And after now, que votaron a Nino Correa, one of the only people in the last 4 years who's given a shit about the coast, who's given a shit about the people that are dying, she's translating that person to one of the family members. Nancy. Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up, Reacciona, if you can. Esto me fue una bien cabrón. You voted for somebody that will give us more, will give us a bigger unemployment, that will sell our beaches, that will try to trick us and hire different type of people, but in reality, they will be funded by corruption. Here we go. Después con máscara con tan los pendejos que hay una ley que le den una multa que se goce. Okay, I don't have a mask. This is my face. And I'm protesting against the corruption of Puerto Rico. I'm not left. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a communist. I'm a motherfucking Puerto Rican that's lived here, that remembers that the alcalde del Canóvanas wasted millions of Canóvanas dollars on looking for the fabled chupacabra. You want me to say that again? Let's say it again. The mayor of Canóvanas wasted millions of dollars on looking for a chupacabra. Town dollars. And then when he retired, he made, I'll say this again, he made his daughter become the next mayor, even though she has publicly said that she never wanted to be mayor. This happened 15 years ago. Ni sueldos, ni derechos. Son puertorriqueños viviendo aquí en Puerto Rico, cogiendo el chavo y haciendo pendejo a todo el mundo. Eso es lo que estoy hablando, Nancy Santiago. No me metas el surdo y la derecha cuando es corrupción. 60 años de corrupción. No fue Dalmau, no fue a la alianza, no fue a esta gente. Y estas protestas son la misma inteligencia como la persona de aquí mismo. Ay, Dios mío, los derechos, estamos... Y flip the words, Santiago. Ay, Dios mío, los surdos. Saca el jodido politiquerío de la boca de ustedes y habla de la verdad. Habla de la corrupción. Talk about the corruption. Talk about the lack of education. Talk about the fact that Nino Correa is out. The only person that gave a damn about us here in Puerto Rico. And that's sad, because that's people that come over here and actually see the artisans, the music, the culture, the beauty, the sound, because this fucking protester, with his lack of intelligence, is putting a narrative. People in my fucking comments, except for you, Reacción, buena gente, te amo, are putting a narrative. I am unbiased. I am in the middle. I talk about corruption. I am not PPD, ni PNP, ni PIP, ni NBC, ni Proyecto de Dignidad, ni toda esa mierda. Yo soy puertorriqueño que vive aquí, que quiere arreglar Puerto Rico, nieta. Pero protestante como ese, se jodió. And I left the island, and I got beat up in America for being Puerto Rican, and I went around the world, and I served my time during 9/11. Didn't even want to, and I still went. Stay healthy, stay happy. Papi, Nancy Santiago me phone bien, cabrón. This is about a protesting and a person being prejudiced against a tourist. And you had to bring your fucking political shit in this bitch. Stay healthy, stay happy. Make sure to share, like all this. Thank you for all the comments that are coming in. Dreaming in Puerto Rico, thank you. Jibarito, Campesino, 727. Gracias. Reacción a Puerto Rico. Por favor, check out the channel. Hit that like, subscribe. Great channel. They talk about political debates. They're more, to my understanding, if I'm wrong, right-wing, like the Misfit Nation, but in Puerto Rico. So enjoy. And the person that tried to bring a narrative, Santiago. Stay healthy. Stay happy. I'm getting the hell out of here. If this guy was to come at me and call me a liar, the videos that you put out yourself in Instagram are here in point. You provoked people, then you run away and say a narrative to protect yourself. You started the fucking fight, end the fucking discussion. Got a comment before I go. Have a good day. Make sure to share this, everybody. This is going to get nuts. I got one more video of politics to do. One more. And then I am done. But remember, stay healthy. I got to say that again because I'm kind of crazy. Stay healthy. Stay happy. I'm fucking heated. I'm all sweaty. I'm tired. Oh, God. You got to be all angry. Check out my Patreon. Free videos every 2 weeks about the crimes of Puerto Rico that are happening. Coming up, I will explain how a guy put a woman inside of a suitcase and thought he can get away with it. Good night.
Yeah, still in this bitch with the same shit on from yesterday. Yeah, still in this bitch with the same shit on from yesterday. Yeah, only niggas that know about this is niggas that grind. Know what I'm talking about?